Hey guys, this special episode of Pulp Secret at Comic-Con is brought to you by Death Race, starring Jason Statham. Check it out in theaters August 22nd.
So let's talk about 100 Bullets. You're getting towards the end game, if you want to call it that. I mean, it's been a long haul. What's that like, looking back on the series and now getting very much towards the end?
Well, Eduardo and I have been working on it for a decade now.
Yeah.
So it's, there's a little bit of melancholy ending it.
Yeah.
I've been living with these characters for 10 years, and now I'm killing them.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss them.
How far in advance did you plan the ending?
I had the ending from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you do something like that, when you have the ending planned from the get-go, do you feel like it's something that you're locked into, or does it feel like it's something that's just
No, it can be organic, and
Yeah.
things can change. But it's actually the journey kind of changes getting there. But the ending is still the ending.
Right.
Things happen to get me to where I need to be to end it. I usually start. Every story that I work with, I begin with the ending.
Yeah. Well, how much of the journey did you have planned out? How much changed as you went on? And how much influenced?
Lots of stuff changed.
Yeah.
But the important beats, they happened where they had to happen. And those were built in from the beginning.
All right, well, let's move on then and talk about Joker. It's not coming out for a little while, but can you give us a little look at what the series is about?
Joker comes out in October. It's probably the most violent thing I've ever written. It's relentless. Working on it because it's a graphic novel and getting the pages, in the bits and pieces along the way. When it's all put together and I sat down and read it, looked at Lee's art, and read my, the story that we came up with, it's exhaustingly horrible. It's ugly, just ugly.
Well, why write something like that? What's necessary in not talking about the character?
I guess that writing that character, that character's actions facilitated this story. And to write a story with, as a villain being the lead, everyone is the hero of their own story. So it kind of casts them in a more, I wouldn't say heroic light at all, but they're protagonists. And honestly, I just enjoy the villains more than the heroes. I understand their motivation.
Vertigo is announced Crime Line. What's your involvement?
I wrote a book called Filthy Rich. It's going to be one of the lead books. The artist is Victor Santos. He's Spanish. We've been trying to work together for years, and finally, this project was something that came together, and we were able to do it. Kind of looks at, it takes place in the late 50s, early 60s, and it looks at the whole sort of celebrity culture that was generated, that was just sort of in its infancy with like Photoplay magazine, the kind of stuff that is, would eventually turn into the garbage that we have surrounding us today.
Well, cool. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat.
Sure, man.
And you guys stay tuned for plenty more from San Diego Comic-Con.
Hey everybody, I'm Justin Tyler here talking to Frank Cho. So tell us what you're talking about here at the con.
I'm here selling my pornography. I'm selling my
Awesome.
Art book, Jungle Queens and Mars Maidens. And I'm talking about my latest projects coming up in Marvel.
You're working on the Hulk, is that true?
Yes, I'm working on the Hulk with Jeff Loeb, the Red Hulk, issues 7, 8, and 9. Sharing the art chores with Art Adams on the Hulk. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Speaking of the Hulk, there's a little controversy with a Hulk, She-Hulk picture you did. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, She-Hulk is naked, so I'm not sure what the controversy is.
Everyone's naked. Am I
That's
right,
right.
guys? That's no.
It was a little bit more graphic than they wanted, so it got yanked. But it was for charity, so no foul, no harm.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a nice piece. I don't know.
It is. Yeah, She-Hulk has a very nice piece.
I think now that's exclusive. And you're working on a movie, is that true?
I'm pitching. I did a comic book called Zombie King at Image about a couple of years ago, and I'm pitching that as a movie to Dark Horse Entertainment. So hopefully it goes well. I have a meeting very soon.
How do you feel coming to the con?
No, it's the biggest and best convention that I go to every year. I have a tremendous time. It's awesome. The fans are absolutely incredible, and you know, it's like one giant annual party that I go to every year that I look forward to. So I'm very excited and to be here.
Well, great. Thanks so much for talking with us, and stay tuned for a lot more from Comic-Con.
You're familiar with the death race. The drivers are convicts and the rules are simple.
It's kill or be killed.
I can see the appeal.
Win and get your freedom.
Let's play a little offense.
You're out in front. Who are you going to shoot at?
Hold tight.
I love this game. You can burn me, you can shoot me, but you can't kill me!
Rated R starts August 22nd.
Hey everybody, we are here at Comic-Con, and Alex and I are talking to Kyle and Yost, the famed team. So guys, we're here to see Next Avengers. You want to tell us a little bit about the movie?
Yeah, it's an experiment. We've had some decent success with our first 4 movies. This is our chance to kind of stretch our legs. Can we please the fans and the fans to be? And you know, personally, I think we've done it. I'm obviously very biased, but we peppered in the classics: Hulk, Iron Man, Ultron, and we've kept them exactly who you know from the comics and love. And we put in some new characters that we hope the fans to be can call their own and enter this world of Marvel, so they can become the scrutinizing, mean fans of the future to say we don't need this. So it's an experiment, but one that we hope will please everybody.
The general idea is that this takes place in a future where Ultron has essentially made his presence known the way that Ultron likes to. And that this is like the next generation of Avengers. These are the children of the Avengers. And they are about to enter their parents' world in a very big, horrifying way. Essentially, Ultron takes out the Avengers, which is always, that's how we start things. That's how we do it. The Avengers are gone, the children are spirited away, and, 10 years later, Ultron comes to knock it. It's a younger adventure. It's something for everybody, but the threat is very real. I mean, this is Ultron we're talking about, and if you know Ultron from the comics, you're gonna recognize him.
And you guys, I think a lot of people know you now, at least, on News Around and Pulp Secret and whatnot, from your writing. But you guys are animation vets. What are your roles on this movie?
I'm supervising producer. I've worked for Marvel for a little over 8 years now. I've started on X-Men Evolution. I've done the new Wolverine, the X-Men series, the previous 4 movies. I've been with Marvel a long time now in the animation division. I think we're finally kind of getting that place where we needed to be a while ago and delivering the fans what they need. And I also helped break the story with on Next Avengers with Greg Johnson. And then Chris, what did you do?
Nothing. I just collect the check.
Yeah, that's
what I'm here for. Craig is actually a writer too. He and I wrote Hulk vs. Wolverine together, as well as the comics. And I did the screenplay for this movie. And I started out on X-Men Evolution as well, and worked on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman, Fantastic Four, recent one, and the upcoming Iron Man, Armored Adventures.
Yeah, our first work together was actually X-23's first episode in X-Men Evolution, where she debuted. So that's what we.
Good one to start on. It's
she's been good to us.
Quite a pedigree.
She got us a lot of gigs, so I'm grateful.
How did you guys first get together as like a team?
I was at Marvel at the time, working on the animation side, and Chris came to work with us for a brief time in between. What were you doing at the time?
I think I made copies, maybe. But I'd written a screenplay and forced Craig to read it.
Yeah, and he had mad chops. And I had recently pitched Joe Quesada the idea for X-23 because we're going to monkey that much with Wolverine's backstory. We got to make sure it's approved, and he liked it. and he actually decided to put her in NYX, and then he said, you know, she did pretty well for us, we'd love to do the origin, do you want to do it? I'm like, let's see, if I write that with you, I'll be a period after Joe Quesada. So I said, what if I do it with someone that I think is a really talented writer? And
that guy couldn't do it.
Yeah, and then I asked 2 more guys, also unavailable, so then I got to Chris.
Really awkward story.
Yeah, it's
Big out.
I shouldn't even gone back that far. It's weird. I miss that guy.
I think with our particular iteration of X-Force, I mean, it's desperate times for the X-Men. Mutant kind, it's down to, it's got to be like 150 by now, especially after what we did. So it's like, this is it. You know what? If we don't step up and do something now, there's no tomorrow. There's going to be no more mutants to fight for. Yep. So this is like, you know, Purifiers, they want to kill each and every one of us. They're never going to stop, ever. So what do? X-Force.
Are we going to see them break loose? Or are we going to see them really?
Oh, yeah, you're going to see them finally get down to it. But, you know, our plan was, you know, you look at great things like the Avengers, you look at the Authority. There's great team books out there where these guys are ready for the kind of threats they're facing. We wanted to make a team that was done already. And so we really want to keep a team that's really ill-equipped for how big and bad things are going to get, but they're going to have to find a way. No matter what it takes, they'll find a way, and that for us is the fun challenge, is how do you keep telling that story.
Yeah, the other goal for the book was to repopulate the X universe with some nasty, nasty villains. And you know what? I mean, like, mission accomplished in my opinion.
We got an Iron Man series that Chris was the head writer on. It's going to be out spring '09 as well. And then after Next Avengers, you got Hulk versus in January '09, which is going to be sick. We showed it yesterday, and the fan reaction was awesome, at least one of them. We have Tales of Asgard, which is the Young Adventures of Thor and the Warriors 3, and it's, again, not kiddied down. It's a great, great Thor story. And the last one of the big 8 that we're doing with Lionsgate to start off the whole endeavor is Planet Hulk. So lots and lots of stuff coming.
Wow, that's pretty busy. That's really exciting. Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, guys. It was great talking to you.
Our pleasure.
Our pleasure.
And stay tuned for more from Comic-Con.